Canadian accents. Canada in general, actually. I romanticize it. It's my forever could have been. Maybe if we'd moved there, I could have got a job in a cafe or a small town grocery store. The kind where you wrap things up in paper bags and your neighbours are kind to you. I'd work the checkout and talk to the lady I see on her dog walk as she passes through to get a chew. The lighting would be subtle, warmed through by daybreak outside. Everything would be a little golden. I'd ride my bike in summer and it would rain, and I'd remember South Africa, but there would be no pain. No need to glorify the great before, because where I was, on gravel road suburbia, would be just as nice as the home I had to let go. I'd be 14, I'd have friends, I wouldn't have to pretend to be a grown-up before my time. I wouldn't have to wake up before dawn by some desperate volition deep in my ribs that told me I would never be enough. So I had to draw timetables and colour code them, filling my childhood with schemes to prove that I wasn't the devil they thought I was. I danced in the dark with headphones on for all of England, bouncing up and down in some ecstatic daydream. I remember a Cape Town sun at 5 years old, with a boombox and Avril Lavigne and sunlight so kind I never felt like I had to hide. I danced out loud then. I was part of the world back then. If my perpetual would have been, could have been, maybe I would have had more friends. Maybe I wouldn't feel like an alien. Maybe I'd feel like I could call myself Canadian instead of South African, despite not being back in a decade. Because my God, am I sick of trying to be okay here. I see my childhood in a dream. I see camping in the forest and climbing mountains and going to school without the pressure of having to make it. It would be enough to just live it. I'd have room to make a mistake, not have that kill me inside. I wouldn't see everything I did, every tangential twinge or cringe as quiet confirmation of my dissonance. I don't know if I believe in God anymore. I don't know if I believe in trying anymore. I don't know if I can even believe in this quiet dream of all that could have been. But it helps me, even as it makes me sad. I just see that little girl in my mind's eye, and all I can do is apologize for what I've done with her one precious life. I just wish I could have given her a grown-up better than me. Someone who was adjusted and way less melancholy. The thing is, my dream is a childhood. I'm in that bike on that gravel-clad stretch of land, homeward bound. The wind is everywhere. But just as I get to the porch, having climbed the wooden steps, left my blue bike bereft, you can be callous with what you love when you know you can be loved. I turn the key, moving past the swing and the small greens, but there's no one inside. There's no furniture in the wooden floor, no picture, no frame, no memories. And it's the first time in my life I can breathe deeply, because it's the first time in my life I have no claim to the one thing that really hurt me. Family. I find it hard to live in this country, and harder still to make peace with all the things I maybe never will. I hung my head and I cried. You have no idea what I survived.